Monday, the 20th of November, 2023. We're up here in Rome, Georgia. We're going to be doing several things, getting Vicky's motorhome checked out. Make sure it's roadworthy. We'll get up on the roof and see how they seam those from the nose to the rest of the roof, see if there might be anything else that may need some RTV sealant or some of that white tape on it. We'll be checking oil, transmission fluid, all that stuff. I don't have any idea if this camera is at the right angle or not, but we'll be doing some maintenance and get it road ready. We've got to do a little maintenance here. I'm going to use some RTV sealant on this and the one hanging down there. We will be walking through the inside and checking it out. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. We may be using another camera as well. Check out that rear view mirror. It was fogged up. It was doing real good when we took it over there, but I don't. The lens may have got fogged up. Like I said, it was over there over a year. I know very little to nothing about these Ford V10s, and I haven't gotten good at getting Vicky's hood up yet either. There. Okay. They put a new battery in it. It was dead. The two cabin batteries were dead as well. There's a trans fluid. Where is the oil dipstick? There it is, way down over yonder. Okay, we're going to check it out. There's power steering fluid. It needs power steering fluid. I don't know if Vicky has any or not. It's just barely touching. I don't know. I don't know what kind of angle I've got on this. But we need power steering fluid. That oil dipstick. Okay, it didn't want to come out. It is fine. Looks a little dirty. Wouldn't hurt to have it changed. Let's see if we can find that. There's that hole. Okay. What is this? That's fill level. That must be antifreeze. That's antifreeze coming out of the radiator. What is this? Is that brake fluid? What is that? That's got to be brake fluid. Yeah, it's sitting on top of the master cylinder. Couldn't hardly tell. Okay, it's got brake fluid. They did front brakes, calipers, and yeah, and pads. Transmission fluid we can't check until we crank it up and get it warm. We need to see if we can find some power steering fluid, because this is just not even registering. It needs probably a pint, be my guess. Okay. Well, I think we will walk up on top and see what we can see up there. Okay. I'm not as agile as I used to be. but I think I can still, I mean, I made a living climbing ladders. I should still be able to get up here on this. That may need a little sealant around that. They washed it. It looks like it's pretty good. We need to get a little sealant around that. We've got some of it if it hadn't gotten old, but I don't know where it is. Like I said, it's been over a year. It was in the shop. So where some of this stuff might be could be a mystery, or it is a mystery. I had to replace one of these. This one's cracked, it looks like. They need to get her another vent cover. This roof looks remarkably well, considering it sat underneath those pine trees over there 4 or 5 years. But that could be the only thing that saved it, because the pine straw was about 6 inches deep on it. May have sort of insulated it. We'll work our way up there and see where they join the nose. Okay, this is the one I replaced. It looks fine. Okay, water sits right there. It doesn't look like it needs any more sealant, but may not be a bad idea to put some there. Now, where this nose is right here is breaking loose. I think we need to get some sealant there, or it's going to be, or I say it'll be inside. I don't know. I don't know enough about this stuff. But I think we need to get some there and down there. We got new lights and stuff here. There's a little separation right there. We may need to put some sealant across the top of those. Yeah, see, this side over here looks good. May need a little sealant right there. We need to see if we can find that, and maybe a little. Well, the battery on the head camera just cut off, so we will work our way down. I don't see anything else on the roof that looks like it needs attention. Like I say, this, no, that's the one I replaced right there. But both of these look good. I say this roof looks remarkably good considering. So we may need to put a little sealant in a couple of places. Rain's supposed to be coming tonight. We'll see if we can find that sealant. Okay, let's get down and go inside. Okay, this grommet piece of trim here has got a hole in it. We need to find that sealant and fill that up with that sealant. There are a couple places that may need a little bit of it before the rain comes in tonight. But overall, it looks real good. Surprisingly good. To be, what, 23 years old, 27 years old. And only roof damage is that up there at the nose where that seam was and coming in. Okay, we're back. We've already sealed the cracks up there. I didn't think about videoing it until it was too late. And we've already poured in power steering fluid. just use Prestone power steering fluid. Now if you look, it's got Asian, it's got European listed on them, but we just wanted plain, and we didn't want the stop leak because she's not having any leaking problems. And for this, we got the Flex Glue white, super strong, instantly grab, works underwater, and it is super thick formula. It's basically the same thing that they use for this, and we put a little bit along this crack here. It's separating just a little bit right here, a little bit around both lights up there, and then some back here around the ladder. Everything else looks good up there. We're going to check it again in a couple of weeks. Like I say, with vibration and movement, I expect this. Like I said, this was not done at the factory. This was done over there at Campers Inn. You're going to have movement and vibration. We just need to check and keep an eye on these cracks. Make sure if it does separate a little bit, that we get it sealed back up before water gets in there. We do not need water getting in there. Look at there. There's a temperature gauge for something other. Outside temperature, I guess. Yeah, we use, put this in the power steering. I don't know about the angle, so I'm trying to give you a couple of different. Got it full. We're going to crank it and then check the transmission fluid. I just pulled the dipstick out. It says check hot idling in park. So we're going to do that. We'll do like a little tour of the motorhome while it is getting warm. And once it warms up, we will check the transmission fluid. We also need to crank her little Honda generator and my generator. We need to crank both of them. Neither one of them has been cranked in a while. Okay, so let's do a little, I guess I need to get the air gauge out and check the air in these tires too. Oh yeah, and I'm going to take that white sealant instead of my red sealant and glue those two back. So let's go in. So we've got all electricity for the cabin turned off, so we won't have any lights. I don't know if her TV and stuff I know it worked at one time, but I don't think it was working when I got here. I haven't tried it. I don't use any of that stuff, so I haven't tried it. We've still got to get a couple of little T things for this. That wasn't covered under what they were doing. And this one here too. Hopefully we'll be able to get one that's wide enough, about 3 inches wide, and cover those. But coming in, let's say you've got a little chair here, and a cab. You got storage. See, I would have taken that out and made a bed up there, but that's just me. Then you got this couch that turns into a bed. Plus you've got this that turns into a bed. Got this little table extension here. Of course, your water, gas stove, microwave, refrigerator will run on propane or electricity, and he showed me how to do that. So you turn it on auto, and then it will convert itself between propane and electric. Now this is where Rafi was living, the little fuzzy tail mouse. He also had a nest, or his wife had a nest under the chair there. And the queen size bed. She's going to be ordering some new sheets for the bed. When they washed this the other day before delivery, they left this vent open, and thankfully it didn't get very wet. The spread and the sheets was the main thing that got wet. The mattress did not much get wet at all. That's the emergency exit over there. I guess you just open those latches and kick it. The little bathroom, commode, sink, and vent. Circuit breakers and power, we're going upside down, are right over here. And again, you have more storage back in here. So all in all, very nice, 32 feet long. What else can I tell you? The slide, until we get the electric, put the batteries in and stuff, we're not going to check the slide, but we have no reason to think it's not working. And when it goes out, see, it goes all the way out to here, and that way you've got your windows on each side, and this makes it, you got 2 more feet coming through here, makes it very nice coming through there. So, basically, it's your basic motorhome. Had 8,300 miles on it when I got here. We got it cranked up and running, and now it's got, what do we have, 15,031. 15,031 miles. So I guess that's basically a little tour. We'll wrap this up. I'm going to check the transmission fluid here and let it get a little bit warmer. I'll check the transmission fluid and we'll go from there. We'll go ahead and turn this off and wrap it up. Hopefully I got the angle of the camera decent where you can see what's going on.